They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Wait, set. Wait, 20. Right there. Look, 55.
Here we go.
49. Check 49. Check 49. Wait, 20.
Brady now on first down. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one cap.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 20.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. Finds his man, Watson over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First down, New England.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. First down, here's White. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of this caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a play fake. Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Dante Hightower on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop. On third down, it's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. They'll get 34 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams...
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and which you also have to guard against.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check it back. Alert flare. 47.
Prescott down. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott to throw it. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Charles, a little league-wide news as the Browns were taking care of the Jets on Monday Night Football Week 2. We got word that Dolphins safety Minkah Fitzpatrick continuing the exodus from Miami. He was traded to the Steelers in exchange for a 1st-round draft pick next spring.
And that means Miami is exchanging a 1, Minkah Fitzpatrick, who they use that to acquire, for a 1 next spring. And how valuable will that pick B? Well, the Steelers are 0-2. Ben Roethlisberger's out for the season. This could turn out to be a high #1 pick because the Steelers have been struggling this season, lit up by Tom Brady, Russell Wilson in successive weeks to start the year.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Malik Collins able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, a 22. Now Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Following the penalty, here's another 2nd and goal from the 5 now. They'll try again with Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
29.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. On 2nd down now, it's White. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Brady going to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Brady now to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. from 19 yards away, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Prescott from the gun on third, escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Keep doing that.
They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. And gives him a nice pickup. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 15-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Watch the
Brady gives to Michelle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
40. 380. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check 50. Let's go up. No, 50.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Benjamin Watson, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Prescott from the gun. They'll roll him out right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Prescott on first down. And this is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And again, it's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's got Lacoste over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd and goal, Brady, and he's going to lose yardage here as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Here's Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. To the air again, Prescott. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now Brown. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said is they went back.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Going to 53. Check four. Watch it. Check. Cross.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. Completes it right side to Cooper. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 13 yards out, and the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And he'll be 25 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, he can't get away. Demarcus Lawrence getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. To throw, it's Brady. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
The fuck? Send me an invite. Brush your teeth before you go night. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I just jumped in. Just to see what somebody looks like. Big one, what nigga? That's my team. I stay in Dallas. You finna no, I've been playing with him on every Madden that done came out. Hey, you win, then you lose.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T
I may have lost a couple of them, but not a lot of them.
Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D.
Who you talking about?
Will do battle.
No, he wasn't. Quincy Carter wasn't even it. Quincy Carter wasn't even thought about when Tony Romo. Tony Romo was a backup behind Vinny. Testaverde, man. Come on, man. What you need? You want me to keep going back? Babe Laufenberg, Troy Aikman. Yeah. Duh. I mean, not Vinny Testaverde, Drew Bledsoe. Yeah. I bet you don't even remember. Hey, and I bet you don't even remember when Bernie Kosar played for the Cowboys.
Off of play action, it's Watson sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, good thing. Hey, don't fuck with us, nigga. Oh, you think so?
It may be cliche, but
what I said, they're gonna have to move it too.
Doesn't it?
What the fuck? Hey, I don't know why he. I don't even know why he. Who is your team? I bet he said the Patriots.
Also, this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just
told
saw there, aren't they?
Oh shit! Hey, I gotta play. Hey, Bullet, I gotta play this. This franchise game, cuz. Me.
My quarterback out for the motherfucking season, but I get them boys.
Hold on, who is your quarterback? Who your quarterback is? You talking about Jaguars?
Big Ben, bro.
Oh, fuck Big Ben. That nigga right there cry for every damn thing.
The way it need to be so it wouldn't look fucked up. So,
bro,
you know
for the last 3 years, that nigga been getting hurt.
Yo, let Rudolph and them boys goddamn get some motherfucking play, man. That's all I'm saying.
Man, that nigga trash.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah, we picked up Fitzpatrick. Yup.
Oh, you talking about the what?
I don't know. We might put Fitz. Yeah, from the Dolphins, no doubt, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Hey, the court that.
Motherfucker, why you ain't slide, man? Damn, bitch, I told you to slide, man.
That safety.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New York. As their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I got him. Cut.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He finds Latavius Murray. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On second down, Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on.
With desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On second down, it's Elliott. And now running right through it. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Come on, one thing for sure. You know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To throw, it's Brees. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. On 2nd and 12, Breeze. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Elliott. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott, Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Flushed out right. Complete to Jason Witten. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line.
Kill.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Cooper fast with the feet. The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. They come out here in the eye.
Kill. 26.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now Breeze. But he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. Well, using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions. And you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his second year. But he's really on the uptick. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move, the Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now Breeze. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's another Saints first.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker Will Lutz for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 30. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 10 more there and another first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from the 20. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter. Why? And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Let's play.
A first down carry by Elliott. And an alley to run. Oh, Zeke with a quick feet. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 33 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Steps it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Alex Anzalone showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Prescott to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Yeah. You don't want nothing.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Elliott. Shoves him aside. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from him.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Cameron Jordan, his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games for the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Offense back out now for 1st and goal after the successful fake. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They go to Elliott again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's third and goal. Here's Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
It's now 4th
and for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Maher is good. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On second and very short. Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. 12 yards there and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Throwing on second and 3. Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
I got it.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On second and 12, Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys' 35-yard line.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Dallas, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they fall to defeat for the 2nd time this season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.